Good morning everybody and welcome to another episode of Talking, Turning and Tea. What a week, what an absolutely epic week. Good morning everybody and welcome to the Blind Woodturner, and in this episode of Talking, Turning and Tea I've got a guest with me just for a minute this morning, and since I went blind I've come across some really truly caring, amazing, giving people, and here's another one. So can you just everybody tell everybody your name and what you do and a little bit about where you work.
Yeah, no problem. My name's Josh. I work in a kitchen factory just down the road here, Lower Milltown Lane. Just a local person who builds up the kitchens, makes them rigid built, drills the doors and fits them.
Yeah, well, what Josh isn't telling you, it's a family run business, and Josh's dad, Malcolm, is the guy that owns and runs the business. So I went down there on the scrounge and had a word with Malcolm, and absolutely amazing. He said, yeah, I can make you a couple of wall units for me to store all this crap in that's behind me, all my finishes, because I'm sick of them getting full of dust. So basically this video is Josh having the opportunity to say who he is, and they're an amazing company. It's the, what you called?
Discount Kitchen Factory.
So I'm going to put a link in the description, so go check them out. They make amazing kitchens. You manufacture and supply.
That's right.
Nationwide?
Yes.
Website?
Yes.
Facebook?
Yes.
Twitter?
Not Twitter, no.
Not Twitter, alright, forget the Twitter. So thank you very much. I'm going to shake your hand there, Josh. Big love. So yeah, more amazing people in the Blind Woodturner's life, and I'll show you some footage of the amazing cupboards in a minute. So have a great day, Josh,
Thanks
and give your dad a big hug from me, and I'll come down and see him soon.
Will do. Thank you.
Okay folks, so here we are. Josh has just left to get back to the workshop and carry on making these wonderful cabinets and things. So yeah, basically I went down on the scrounge, and it's because of, sort of like, let's just get my bearings, I must be pointing in the right place. All this lot on here, yeah, I know where everything is, but it gets that covered in filth and muck and dust, you know, and when I blow it off with the airline I end up blowing everything over and onto the floor. So it's just one area of my life that, you know, I could do with a bit of finessing. So I went down and asked Malcolm, and he said, yeah, of course, I'd love to help. All credit to the guy, he's come through, and so he's made me two beautiful wall cupboards. Here's the shelves, and over here I think they've given me bags of fittings and handles and things like that. So once again, you know, the Blind Woodturner is absolutely amazed by the generosity and kindness of lots and lots of people in his life. So yeah, what I need to do now is get on emptying those shelves and dismantling the said shelves and putting up these cupboards, which should be fun. So yeah, thank you so very much, Malcolm, and everybody at the Discount Kitchen Factory. So we're going to carry on with Talking, Turning and Tea as normal, but I will put a description. I'll put a link in the description to Malcolm's business. So check them out if you need some awesome kitchen units, and I think they do the whole shebang. So, and loads and loads and loads of different styles and colours and materials to choose from. So right then, let's recamp to somewhere else. Okay everybody, so after a wonderful gift from Malcolm and the team at Discount Kitchen Factory, literally a couple of hours after that, another delivery turned up, and are you ready for it? I'm just, right, I've got my bearings. Da, da, da. So what we have here are a few bits that Axminster have sent me to use in the workshop. So honestly, guys at Axminster, thank you so very much. This is so amazing, these things that you've given to me to use, and I'm going to have, you know, such, you know, huge amounts of fun, and the journey is going to be amazing learning how to use these things. So in fact, let me just schlep around here. So Alexa, set timer for 15 minutes. Come on.
Timer
There you go.
14 minutes, 53 seconds.
Right, just that'll give me an alarm. So I've got 15 minutes now to talk about it. So anyway, this is obviously the largest piece of equipment that Axminster have sent to me. So it's the Axminster Trade Series. Let's just get my bed down here. Hope you're seeing that okay. It's the Trade Series PS250. So panel saw / table saw. And the amazing thing about it is, before I get into sort of like talking about the build and things, is, you know, it's got this amazing joint system and sliding table, so it'll cut full panels probably. I won't be doing that, and then we can just lock that in place there. So yeah, it's got, well, as far as I'm aware, and all the stuff I'll ever need. So it's got a good rip fence. This isn't going to be a full-on review. It's got a good rip fence there with micro adjustment and a sight bubble there. Again, that's inconsequential to me, so I'll just be having to use my talking tape measure to set the fence. But that's cool. It's there. If anyone was ever here and they wanted to borrow it and use it, it's there for them. You've got a good mitre fence and another huge fence here, which can pivot, so you can be cutting, I suppose, big boards at an angle, and you've got more clamping points here and there. So I'll just move around here. There's a push stick, 16 amp, so I just had to get a 16 amp adapter. And then you've got the hose here that comes off the top of the blade guard, and then that's just held out of the way there, and it's routed into routed into the dust extraction port there. And obviously the main 100mm dust extraction tube is connected inside to the blade housing underneath. So that's cool, really good quality. Couple of extension tables, bit of an outfeed table here, one on the side. Again, you've got the sliding, real good quality gauge aluminium, and I am not lying, it went together. It took me a long time. It took me 2.5 days to build this, and what I was having to do was wait for Nicola to have, you know, a few minutes free, and then she would look at the PDF and describe what part was what, and you need to bolt that there, and while you're doing that, Chris, I can go and carry on. And then some things I could just feel and go, alright, well, it's logical that goes in a certain place. Some things I was scratching my head, and there's just this huge amount of parts and bits. But while I think on, you get a comprehensive spanner set to assemble it all. So you've got this that comes included with the panel saw, Allen wrenches, but I did use a socket set on some things. So that's absolutely epic. It's beautiful. It's, as I believe, 2.2 kilowatts. So 750 watts is 1 horsepower. So if you do the math, it rounds out at about 2.9 horsepower. So plenty of power in the motor. So that's absolutely flabbergasted with it, and it's really got its own built-in cross-cut sled. So I shouldn't have to build a cross-cut sled, but the option's there because there is obviously a channel in the cast iron bed for me to make my own cross-cut sled as well. So I will make one because it's a good project to do and it's simple. And then, so there was that, because, well, let me backtrack a bit, because they'd said, you know, once the sponsorship had been agreed, you know, sort of like if you had a dream, you know, sort of like a bucket list of some amazing kit you'd like, you know, what is it? So I said, well, I'd love, you know, a decent table saw. I didn't believe or even consider I'd get something as amazing as this, and it is, like I say, it's just an amazing gesture by Axminster, and thank you so very much. And I'm gonna work that puppy hard, and in conjunction with the pocket hole jig that I got and did a video on, you know, I'll be able to actually manufacture some shelves and bookcases and get into a bit of cabinetry work. Not fine cabinetry, obviously, you know, that takes years and years of practice, but you know, a blind man's version of some joinery and shelving and things. And then also I said, you're going to freak in a minute, guys. I said I'd like a router table, so lo and behold, I'll just move that, talk about that in a second. And that, so they hooked me up with a UJK professional router table. So as you can see, still a gap here. So I'm deciding what insert to get, and I think I'm going to go for the 10mm aluminium that has the universal fixing plate. So my router should be able to fix to the bottom of that. So I'll be able to get into some routing work safely and using the mitre fence. 9mm I think and 19mm T-slots. There's T-slots all over the place. The fence moves, it's got dust extraction, and it's got scales again on the side, and it's got tool storage. So the fact that they sent me that, it's got the laminate top, which is absolutely fine for me. All I've got to do is give that a bit of a wax. It comes on, it's got casters built in and a wheel down here, so you press on the lever and it'll raise it up, and so I can move it about the workshop to where I need it to go. So yeah, honestly, again, you know, what a beautiful piece of kit. And again, now this, I think it should take 2 hours to build this for someone that's pretty savvy at stuff like that. It took me a full day, but let me just give a shout out to a guy called Peter Parfitt, and he's got a YouTube channel called The New Brit Workshop, and Peter had bought this system with the cast iron top and the elevator, the router elevator system. You know, we'd gone for the real bells and whistles kit, and he did an absolutely amazing video of the assembly of this table in 2 parts, and then he did some tweaks that he did just to make it better for him. Not that there was anything wrong with the table, just tweaks and fine-tuning it, and then he did a review. So what I was able to do was listen to a few minutes of Peter's assembly tutorial, pause it, come back into the workshop, do that next step, and then back into the... Bamber didn't know what was going on. He was like, oh, bye, Dad. Oh, you're back again. And bye, Dad. Oh, you're back again. He was dead funny. He was getting so excited, and he didn't know what was going on. But yeah, so thank you, Peter, for such an amazing video. Without that, I would have had to have waited until Nicola had got home from work, and it would have been something like one of those late into the evening jobs. But this is the beauty of YouTube again. So an amazing bit of kit. So yeah, that took a day to build. The table saw took 2.5 days to build, but I suppose that's probably a day build for a sighted person. And I also said I would love one of Arbortech's TurboPlane blades, because I'm getting ever nearer now to starting on this stool build project. So I wanted the TurboPlaner so I can dish out that and smooth it out and shape it, and I've got the welder to make the legs for it. So all these things are finally clicking into place. And then and then Phil Lewis, the store manager at Warrington, said, have you got an Evolution face shield? So I said no. So he said, right, well, I'll hook you up with one of them as well, as you know, part of your wish list. So here it is, and obviously these things have been on the internet and reviews, but I'll do my own little review and my experiences of it. So I've had it on. So as you're aware, it comes with a rechargeable battery, and it blows cold air over your face to keep you cool in the summer, and it obviously filters all the particles out through these canisters, which can be replaced, and it's fully sealed around the face. So that's absolutely amazing. you know, when they said, you know, what would you like, Chris, you know, as part of your sponsorship, you know, it's just, yeah, wow. Even that question to be asked to me was like, flipping heck, that is, you know, amazing. And then when this stuff turned up, well, they did actually tell me in advance what I was getting, and it was like, whoa. And if you've seen the pictures of me signing the contract in store with Phil Lewis, he said, come on, he said, we'll lean on the PS250 in store. He said, because that's the table saw you're getting. And I had a feel of it in store and went, oh my God, I can't believe that. And, you know, I was salivating. Like, I can't remember everything being attached to it in store like this, because it takes up quite a decent footprint. But I remember just thinking in store, wow, what a serious piece of kit. And yeah, I'm just overwhelmed. So single phase, 2.2 kilowatt. It's got adjustability just pretty much everywhere you could ever need it, and yeah, thrilled to bits. And I fired it up yesterday once I'd finished the assembly, and it's got a slow start on the motor, which is nice. And I polished the cast iron bed this morning as well, ready before I filmed it. So yeah, so there you go, absolutely incredible. So thank you so very much, Axminster Tools Machinery, all the guys at head office, and thank you very much to Phil Lewis, who's sort of like not only the store manager at Warrington, but he's been my go-to man through the whole sponsorship process. And he says, anything you want, Chris, just, you know, get in touch and we can talk it through. So I'm going to have great fun getting to grips with this machinery and making some really cool stuff. So it's just, you know, part of my ongoing journey to, you know, learn as many things as I can, and, you know, still be attacking life and not trying not to be afraid of anything. And, you know, just because this is a huge table saw, again, you know, you would never go near the blade. You know, there's push sticks, the sliding table, cross-cut sleds. You know, there's no reason for me to ever go near the blade on this thing. As, you know, as big a beast as it is, you know, it's really no more dangerous, in my opinion, to the bandsaw or the lathes. You know, everything has its inherent dangers, but you just have to be really aware, and I am more aware than most, because I have to be, because I can't see what's going on. So yeah, thrilled to bits, can't wait to use it. Let's just see how long I've got left here now. Just trying to keep this video.
10:41. Timer 1 minute 59 seconds.
So we've got there just 2 minutes. So that's the delivery. So what a great epic Monday. I had the 2 cupboards come from Malcolm, which they should be going up now. I didn't want to start putting those wall units up because I had pallets and crates on the floor in the workshop, so I needed to get things built and get things squared away and tidy. So obviously, yeah, just last minute. So you've got this wheel here. This is for the tilt of the table saw, and then this one here is for the rise and fall of the blade. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. Got your MVR switch there, obviously, and that's the rack and pinion, and that's the micro adjuster for that. And also here on this fence, where is it? This is an adjustable depth stop as well, with some micro adjustment, I think. And this slides out as well. This is extendable. And these are 90 degrees. These are called 90 degree stops, I think Nicola said. So yeah, the whole thing, it's just massively awesome. Thrilled to bits. Can't wait to start getting things cut on that. So that's it, guys. Thank you so very much. Big love to everyone. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you very soon with another video. So thank you. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye. Oh, yeah, keep on turning.